I hit the wrong button and it brought just my hat page to something else.
What it?
And I was like, as soon as I did it, I went,
Uh,
ooh.
Man, I don't know what the heck is going on there. So,
Y'all are in trouble.
who?
I already got 4 people from my list. Y'all are in trouble. Y'all are in trouble.
You keep saying that.
Y'all are in trouble.
You keep saying that.
Yes, I am. Yes, I shall.
You know,
Yes, I do.
when it comes to
But
the
every week,
list,
every week.
I'm new to your audience. They have to get used to me. You have been warned.
You also have to remember you can't walk into a dark room. People can't see you when you walk into a dark room.
That's your fault.
you
Now we
got to
can
smile
smile
and
again.
open your
There he is.
eyes.
I seen him.
Yeah, you got to smile and open your eyes. Real wide.
There's gonna be 2 of them. One hell of game, okay? Jackasses.
No, I'm just kidding.
None.
No, I actually, Tony, our audience really likes you. In all
No, I
honesty,
appreciate all of them,
Yeah.
honestly.
they just don't like your list.
They don't. I got high ratings and no votes. I feel
You have got
I felt
from
like
Jump
look,
Street,
I felt like Ross Perot. Open the door. Open
right?
the door. Open the door. Open the
No,
door.
from
You're paying
Jump
attention.
Street.
How you
I
doing?
told a couple
Appreciate you.
people that you were, before it happened, that you
You
were
good.
coming on the show, and they got excited, man, because
Thank you. You
they know
too.
what you're about. And they know what you and I
Take
are
it over.
about.
Exactly. Be
Yeah.
safe. Sorry, y'all. Thank you, Cena.
Okay. I think Mike's got it figured out.
Fingered out or figured out? Are you
Yeah,
serious?
fingered out.
Cheap.
Same difference.
Twat, did you say? I have an ear infection. I'll figure it out later.
Fuckers. Fuckers.
Mike's going to make it in just in time for the break. The second break, for those of you who were not here last week, in the second break, I have a special treat for you guys. Or not last week, but Monday night for the end of the show.
Right.
I just sent him another one. Just sent.
Yeah. Give
Let's
him
see
a
if that
minute.
helps him.
Can you throw this away, please?
Will you wait a second?
Okay, I'll throw it away.
Busy body you. You know that?
We'll see if that.
I'll throw it away instead.
No, we're not blaming him. I will blame him, but it's not his fault. You guys just play along. We'll blame him.
No, it's one of those things.
It's all about just giving him shit.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Tony got some votes this week. Well, like I said, Tony's just gotta, he's got to elevate himself. He's got to step up his game. He's got to get on my level.
I have to downgrade myself to get on your level.
What about Flash Ball?
Ooh.
Oh,
Well,
damn.
I do have to say the other stuff I created. I think you can only create so many things a day
As far as
on our merchandise on our merchandise.
yes.
Because I created as Chris and I were talking the other day. I had like 14 things I created, and none of them have come up on the thing
Well, you can only
on
have
the
so much
store.
merchandise. So when you create a hoodie and then you make it
Oh.
a T-shirt and this, that, and the other, that counts. You can only have like
No,
25 things.
no. But even the design itself, it wouldn't let it come. It's not showing up. I just checked it because I have created the ultimate shirt that I must buy myself. It is the Bob's driving shirt. For our pilot driver Bob.
Pilot
And
driver. This little boy.
I sent pictures of it to Chris. I thought it looked really cool. Chris likes it as well, and it's not showing up on the website, so I have to redo it again. See if it'll come up.
It's a mess up. Don't give me that. Use this one. Y'all forgive me. Deal with my son in the
No, take your
background.
time.
Got us some
Take your
dinner,
time.
so the outside interference is all my fault. I take full responsibility, but I'm a full-time dad, and I'll cuss you out harder than Glick will.
Yeah.
When it comes to being a father, I gives the business. I gives the business.
I wasn't listening. I'm still over here trying to. Apparently, I'm adding a new label to my door,
Uh-huh.
and it's IT.
I was going to say technical difficulty specialist.
Yeah. I didn't go to school for this shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He's
There's
back. He's back on Haps,
Who?
and he can go to
Mike.
Okay.
the window. Like he can go to the live section where he can create his own live.
Mike's on Habs, but by himself, but it's running in a loop.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think he killed it.
that loop thing's been happening randomly as well.
Right. Well, we even had that problem the other day when we started to go and it was running a loop. And we had to completely stop the show and start over
Yes.
Yeah.
That loop thing, that's a major glitch that
on
they're having.
Saturday.
I'm quite sure that's been reported too.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on, but
Let's look.
let's. I just saying,
Let's go ahead and go
everybody's
do a
gonna.
quick break.
We'll take a break. Yeah, take a break. Try to bring him up, man. I'll be
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Take a break. You guys go ahead and eat. That way, you're not trying to eat right on the broadcast. And
I
all
will
that
be
stuff.
finger licking in front of all you motherfuckers' faces.
I finished eating already. I haven't eaten anything all day.
I hear
Is it
that in the
awkward that I have a
background.
boner?
There's my voice here.
You guys go ahead and do that. I have to run to the gate.
It's awkward that you even damn told us, you bastard. Break time.
Tony said finger licking all up in your face.
No,
and,
I
hello.
did not. Negative.
Yes, you did.
Negative. So where can I turn in my man card? I think it's been revoked. I wrote a poem for a woman this week. No, that's a good thing.
That's a good thing, man.
That's a good thing.
I was saying, I send my girlfriend sweet things every single day. I tell her sweet things every single day. That's a gold star on your man card right there, Pena.
Word. And if it ain't from us, it damn sure is from her. Keep doing it, damn it. The hell's wrong with you?
Exactly. Fuck what
back to
any
work.
of us say,
Yeah,
because
get back to work.
she's going to absolutely love that.
Get back to work. I gotta teach you everything. Be good, Helen.
I got to find some music here real quick. Got to go do radio. Enjoy you doing your radio.
Go ahead and do that redo that you had with the song you played last Monday night.
Yeah, I want to do that in the second break.
Yeah.
That's why I'm hoping that Mike will be here. Since in the second break we usually do covers.
Yeah, we can take our time getting him up here. That's all fine. Yeah, but that was a good jam. That shit was on my mind for a while.
Yeah, man, I told you.
Yeah, it was a good song. It really was. It was a good song. I got invited. I
Yeah,
got
I've got
to
a
tell
bunch
somebody
of-
I can't make it. I'm on a live show. I got invited to another one. I'm like, I'm gonna be busy for a minute.
Maybe he'll make it. Maybe the fedora
He'll
will
make it.
We'll
No,
see.
he won't make it. We'll take our time. We'll get him up here.
Yeah.
I'm good for another hour.
We'll just
and a
do
half at
this.
least.
This has become a pretty good fan favorite. Oh, I don't want the
Oh.
shorts. I want the full song. There it is. All right, so we'll be back here in about 4 minutes or so, guys.
Roll with
Enjoy
it.
a little Blacktop Mojo, one of their newest songs, "Strike Me." It's kind of a fan favorite, and it's a good get you pumped up, get you feeling good type song. We'll be right the fuck back.
I've seen the glowing dim light. I've seen the end of the rope. I've seen the rain come. I've seen confusion in the eyes, a nation without hope. I've seen the rain come. Oh, let the lightning strike me, and please don't ask me nicely. I know you wanna light up the sky. Well, it's been so dark here lately, you might as well just take me. Nobody's gonna wonder why. I've seen good men come down, seen broken glass in the streets. I've seen the rain come. I've seen the fire in the hills. I've seen where fear and anger meet. Oh, let the rain come. Oh, let the lightning strike me, and please don't ask me nicely. I know you wanna light up the sky, but it's been so dark here lately. You
Whoa, come back to Nonsensical Nonsense, guys. Little quick break, little Blacktop Mojo for your ear holes. If you've never heard of those guys, go give them a follow. Go give them a listen. Those are our guys. They're awesome. They're getting ready to kick off another tour. Those guys are so goddamn busy. Got the gentleman in the chatter's box fighting. That's fantastic. You guys should team up against J1 Money. Just because, as if the lady boys don't beat him down enough, you guys could do it as well. Welcome back to Nonsensical Nonsense, guys. I'm Glick, hanging out with Tony and Mike. Still trying to, or not Mike, but Tony and Jeff. Still trying to get Mike in here. We might get him in here. I don't know what the hell's going on. If you guys aren't already, feel free to.
Chat, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And so he said he's watching.
Good.
Which before he couldn't watch. I encourage shenanigans all day. You know that, Jay.
He truly does.
Ha! I didn't even mean to, but I rhymed. I'm basically a rapper at this point. Now all I gotta do is go.
Wow.
And I'll make millions of dollars.
Wow.
I said what I said. Anyways, if you're not already, follow Nonsensical Nonsense on all social media at Nonsensical Nonsense on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, if you haven't already, go download the Haps app. Yeah, we bitch about it all the time, but it is what it is. Download the app. It's free. Give us a follow. Come hang out with us live and in person right here every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday night. And you can also get every single episode of the podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts. Yeah, all that stuff. Some of you might be wondering why I'm wearing a championship on my shoulder. Well, it's because I'm the champ. I'm basically the Haps GOAT. I'm the greatest of all time. I single-handedly tied Tom Brady's championships, and it only took me 8 weeks to do it. Next week, I'm going to overtake Tom Brady and be the greatest champion of all time, setting my next target at the 16-time world champion Ric Flair. You heard me, Rick.
I can't
you
change
old
my
bastard.
food over the shit you're spewing.
And you guys can email us as well. You can email us at nonsensicalnonsenspodcast@gmail.com. Suck it, Jeffrey. I do it better than you, you dirty little whore.
Oh, shit. That's hilarious.
So, we are back. We are still trying to get Michael in that building. I don't know what's going on. If we can get him in the building, we can do words of wisdom. We can roll into news. I do have some news stories tonight.
Go with it. I'm about to put. I got CNN and everything on now. Flipping channels, actually.
I don't know where Mike is. I wonder if Mike blocked me by chance. That would keep him from getting invites, wouldn't it?
And let me be clear to everybody on Haps. Glitches have been happening more than people being blocked. So take it easy before you get mad.
Oh, I'm not worried about him blocking me. I'm just saying. That's why I asked him if. That's why I was asking, like, if by chance, maybe he might have done it accidentally.
Highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. So what do we got on the news? Obviously, the U.S. and Ukraine.
We don't do that kind of news.
Okay. Scratch that. Eddie said she would have done it on purpose. That's hilarious. That is the biggest news story.
What's that?
That shit over there with the Ukraine. That is the biggest news story. Now, if you want to go news, you never would have thought of.
We stay away from the politics and the bullshit.
Yes, sir.
And
You
try to
said
keep
news,
it,
and I put it on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we try to keep it fun and I really need to
and
save
not
these
serious.
to a different location. So I have my sound. I used to have my sound bites like right at the touch of my. Oh yeah, Haps fucked that up. Imagine that.
I know better. And that kind of news is fun. I'm not gonna lie.
We do have Florida in the news quite a bit tonight, actually.
Really?
Well, I have a story from last Wednesday that we just never been able to get to. But that's our favorite place to go. These motherfuckers are just dropping like flies tonight in the broadcast. All right, I think I found my news sounder.
Audio Jungle.
What's going on, Coachy?
Coachy. Betty, I love Florida.
I'm going to tell you a couple of stories.
Oh, God.
So listen to this. Listen to this. Okay, listen.
I know he's your favorite, Tony. Don't
To
deny
make
your
money
true
off of you,
feelings.
right?
Don't deny your. Oh, speaking of Donald Trump and Florida, we'll start the news out there. It's not political. It's just somebody made an oopsie. They do the dumbest shit down there. That's why we call it Florida.
Florida.
There he is. Welcome back, Jeffrey.
Sorry, I had a bit of an issue. I like I said, I am not feeling well. I had to go throw up.
For real?
Yeah,
Damn.
not even remotely kidding.
That's not good.
No, it ain't.
Throwing up's for pussies. Man up and swallow that shit down.
Well, let me put it this way. I got it coming out of both ends.
Stomach virus.
Yep.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like COVID.
Well, the temp, based on the symptoms, it's COVID, but the throwing up says it might not be.
But I thought you took a test that said it was COVID.
They did, but false positives. God, who knows?
Florida, the land of the free and stupid.
Retired.
Florida, the land of the free and the home of the stupid.
Florida, the reason we have warning labels.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Jay, you stupid.
Well, anyways, down in Miami Beach, Florida, a typo sent drivers in Florida to a Trump 2024 merchandise website.
Nice.
An apparent typo was sending motorists in South Florida seeking to resolve their traffic citations to a website selling merchandise for the former president Donald Trump. Miami Beach police.
How many items sold? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
What do you
Let's see if
want?
it even says. How many items were sold? Miami Beach police had been handing out the erroneous flyers until last week. Police spokesperson Ernesto Rodriguez told the Miami Herald. You know that motherfucker barely speaks English too, or has a very thick accent. You know what I mean? And
That's
then he's a
racist.
spokesperson.
Yeah.
It's not racist. It's like he has a super thick accent more than likely.
That's profiling.
Miami,
Profiling.
Florida.
That's profiling. That's profiling.
They have a
profiling.
very large
Get
Latino
woke, Chris.
community. I'm sorry, I'm not woke. My bad. My bad. I'm sorry, PC police. I didn't mean to offend. Mess with the bull, you get the fucking horns.
Oh boy.
Anyway, Rodriguez told the Miami. At least I wasn't like Ernesto Rodriguez. Well, that would have been nice.
Show ass.
And then you just did it.
I'm glad you could fight.
That's what they call a pop-up accident. It happens in the news all the time.
Yeah.
But
Freudian slip.
Ernesto told the Miami Herald on Monday he did not know how long they had been in circulation. We're aware of this typographical error now, Rodriguez said. We put out a notice to officers to discontinue using them. The flyer explained how to resolve minor traffic tickets online by visiting the Miami-Dade County Clerks of Court website. The problem was the web address printed on the flyer.
Would discard your ticket.
Right?
That's exactly what it was.
The problem on the flyer is that the address printed left out the hyphen and prompted drivers to visit the wrong website. Without the hyphen, the address redirects you to a website that sells Trump 2024 hats and flags, as well as a DVD exploring the possibility of one world centralized government without Trump in the White House.
Are you serious?
I don't make this stuff up.
You can't make that up. No, you couldn't make that up.
I don't make the news. I just read the news.
You couldn't
Apparently.
make that up. That's
Take
pretty
the
good.
shits, I
You
just
couldn't make
stir
that
'em.
up. I'm not even being an ass.
Oh.
You couldn't make that up.
Well, we'll come back. We'll come back to Florida in a minute. In the meantime, I need to know the whereabouts of all three of you last week.
Uh-huh.
Because if this story does not
In my
sound like
house.
one of the three of us, if not all of us,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what does.
They're killing you with that hat too in the chat, just so you know.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
care. They can. Look at who's talking shit. I mean, it's Jay and Kochi. The only one with any validation in there is Pena.
And Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder.
Oh, Stevie Wonder's in there. Oh, I didn't even see Stevie.
Mike, take it easy. I'm gonna tell you to keep trying. We want you up here. Take a break. Come back.
I'm sending the invites. I'm telling you, refresh everything.
I want to tell you, turn your phone off for 5 minutes, turn it back on. I bet you all the invites pop up.
Yeah.
I do want to tell you that.
Double check and make sure you didn't accidentally block me. By chance. That might be an issue too.
Or on purpose.
Or on purpose, whatever. I mean.
Because after 5 more minutes, we're going to have to admit Glick gave you the double thumbing.
Yeah, it did.
You're fired!
God, y'all suck.
Well, over in Russia, a security guard decided to, he was working at an art gallery and decided to fix some artwork.
Oh, jeez.
In Moscow, a Russian gallery says one of its security guards has vandalized an avant-garde painting on loan from the country's top art. I just lost my train of thought. Top
Jesus
art
Christ.
gallery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, by drawing eyes on the pictures, deliberately featureless faces. It said the damage can be repaired though.
It's a
Think he
painting.
got fired?
Yeah, he's toast.
Oh,
The
yeah,
vandalism
he's
of the
done.
painting, 3 figures. So it's basically the painting is just 3 people, badly drawn. I can't believe this is actually. I'm pretty sure my son can do a better picture than this. So the guard decided to draw little eyes on their faces.
Nice.
He was bored.
But the three,
Well,
the
but
painting
it
was.
comes down to art is so subjective.
Mhm.
You could sneeze on a napkin and be like it's art, and some asshole would buy it if you got the right name.
And then it comes down
Yeah.
to if it's
Well-
art, you're not supposed to touch the damn thing.
Yep.
Well, what's his face? The guy who does all this spray painting bullshit.
Banksy.
Yeah, he was literally shredding paper in a paper shredder, and people were paying millions of dollars.
What he
for it.
did,
Unbelievable.
was he did his painting, and it was in a frame, and the second it sold, it shredded,
Yeah,
and it sold for like 1.2 million, and then the shredder kicked in and went. It was fucked up. I'd
furry
been pissed.
people. But
But yeah, it all comes down to, I mean, if when it comes to art, if look at Jackson Pollock. Jackson Pollock is super famous, but his painting is literally him just taking a paintbrush and throwing it, flicking the paint at the thing. I mean,
Looking like in living color.
yeah, exactly.
Alright, what rough?
no, exactly. That's exactly the thing.
Art,
And then-
exactly what my wife just said. Art is more or less closer to Bob Ross to me. Bob Ross was an artist.
He damn sure talked through every painting though.
Yep.
Yeah, but that man's voice was soothing as hell.
Yeah, I know. I fall asleep to him every once in a while now.
a Sunday
Yeah,
I put him
that
up on
man-
YouTube. I
Yeah.
put him up on YouTube, and I don't make it through a full episode.
Come,
What we gonna do
with
here?
some happy little trees
We're
over
gonna have a
here.
tree there.
Hey,
We're gonna put
you
a
gotta
wave.
love Bob Ross. Bob Ross is the
Listen.
shit.
We gotta
Don't
let this
forget
wave-
about the
we have to let this
clouds up
wave
here.
Rest.
Yeah.
Tony, I don't know if you know this, but you know he used to be a drill instructor.
That's probably why he doesn't yell anymore.
Exactly. When he
I'm
got
not
out of
picking
the
on your
military,
friend
he was like,
Tay-Tay.
I'm not gonna yell anymore.
I was picking on you and
Motherfucker
Jay.
meant it.
I saw one quiet drill instructor. That motherfucker was like 6'7", and he just looked at you.
Dad, know what I'm doing, okay?
Okay,
You
as long
knew
as you know
you
what you're
fucked
doing.
up. You just look at it. Look at it. He
He
look at
wasn't
you,
a,
and you just drop down and start pushing 50.
yeah, he wasn't an asshole about it. He would just come to you and be like, you know what you gotta do, right?
I've had one
Jason,
of
I'm going to
those.
unfriend you on Snapchat after that picture. That was frightening. You would make an ugly
Send Chris
woman, just so you
pictures.
know.
Ooh.
That is frightening. When you try to be
But
and it still
yeah,
doesn't work, that makes you a serial killer.
but what's really crazy is like you cannot buy an original Bob Ross.
No, you can't.
They won't sell them, no matter how much you want to drop.
If they sold those pictures, PBS would be out of business.
Oh yeah,
You can take the tablet back.
Okay, go ahead and plug it up.
or billionaires.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
No reverse card.
Yes.
it's.
Yeah, it's
His son does a really good job as well. Bob Ross's son.
By now he should.
He did, right? Well, he actually took over
You
for
guys
Bob
are
when Bob died.
Wait, I okay.
I'm talking. Go finish your food.
You
Oh,
guys
my
are-
son wants to say hi. Sorry.
You guys are not my
Hey, what's going on, bub?
Psych.
It's like he just reversed us.
Yeah, he did.
He's having fun with Uno cards. He wants to play so bad.
No, I was just trying to do it.
We should put your kid and my kid in a room with a deck of Uno cards and just walk away, Tony.
You know what's scary? You know what's scary if we do that? The shit they would talk about us.
Oh, you have no idea. My dad's online more than your line.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say we could put all three of our boys.
Yeah, they're all about the same age.
That would be the
Put
Little
all three
Rascals 2022.
There it is. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, right. Well,
Yeah.
Tony,
That's what we need to
since
do.
he wants to play
we
the
need to put
reverse
the
card,
three boys.
let
We need to
let
put the
Jason
three
know I got
boys
something
on a
for him.
podcast.
I'm gonna give him one of these, followed up by one of these.
Oh yeah.
You want to make this personal already.
Yeah,
You're going to
see?
teach them the dirty
I am
lowdown
making it
early, huh?
I am.
Okay.
That's what we need to
Uncle
do.
Rick's
We
a
need to
savage.
put all three boys on a podcast and just drop them and let them go. It'd be hilarious.
We couldn't handle
I
this
did
shit.
not see it, not yet.
They,
Oh.
Hey, a little bit.
You know what's crazy is their numbers will be way bigger than ours. They'll blow us out of the water, and we can all three retire on the fact that our kids make a better podcast than we do.
Dude, when my son sang on karaoke, people look forward to it.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Kevin does the same thing. Kevin's rendition of "Dream On" is actually pretty good.
Let him have it.
I got
Hey, Dad.
video.
Jay, I'm going to tell him. Mark, I know. I hear the dogs in the background.
Fuck you, Mark. I don't
Somebody's
even like
hungry.
you anymore.
Is my mic that good? Because those dogs
Yeah.
are outside and downstairs.
I hear him, yes.
That's crazy. And I'm upstairs in the bedroom.
Very well.
Probably,
Oh,
should
damn.
probably close
Nice,
the door.
Joe. Congrats.
what she do? She lose more weight?
Yeah, she bought a new bathing suit today.
Nice.
Went down like eight sizes from her last one.
Nice. Congratulations.
Impressive.
Enjoy yourself. All that.
I mean, she's been in Florida for like 4 months now. I don't know why she's just now buying a bathing suit, but it is what it is.
She wants to hang
She's
with
been
everybody
shopping for
down there.
pool noodles.
Did your mom take her? No, you need these noodles. Trust me.
This brand is better.
Yeah. Do not get the orange and blue. Whatever you do, I made that mistake.
Don't
And
forget
never
your
put
pineapple.
purple and yellow out at the same
And
time.
don't forget your pineapple.
Jeepers creepers. It's all about the noodle. Look at it.
It really is. In sports news, Jim Harbaugh just signed a 5-year extension to his contract. And the guy who did not surprise me,
Remind me real quick, who the fuck is that?
Jim Harbaugh is the head coach for Michigan.
That's right. You don't watch
Okay.
sports. That's right.
Yeah.
In other sports
My
news, I'm
knowledge
not
of
surprised
sports is
by
I know what
this,
they're called.
but Fickle, the head coach for Cincinnati, that motherfucker got paid for a 5-year
Actually,
contract.
speaking of sports, there's a
Paid.
new sports movie out that with Kevin James. I'm contemplating if I want to watch it or not.
Yeah, he plays coach. He plays the Saints coach.
Yeah, and then he gets
What the fuck is
suspended.
his name?
Sean Payton.
Yeah, Sean Payton. Yeah, he plays Sean Payton. I think it was from when Payton got suspended or whatever for the
Yeah.
for the hits that he was putting on players, and he went back and coached his son's like pee wee football team or
Yeah,
high school football team.
like junior
But Kevin
high,
James
looks like.
plays Sean Payton.
Kevin James a little too swole to be on Sean Payton.
He's lost a ton of weight. He looks good
Yeah,
right
he
now.
still looked pretty big though.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a
look-
stocky guy, but he's lost a ton of weight.
He looks like he's grown ups size when he was the same size. he
No,
was in
he's
grown-ups.
smaller
Is he?
than grown-ups.
I
Yeah.
only seen the preview, so in my
Yeah,
own defense.
absolutely, he's smaller.
I thought about watching it last night, and I was just like, I'll watch it when my wife gets home. I finished
go-
The Neighborhood, and
I'm
I'm
scrolling
waiting
through the
on
news
season
now. I'm trying to
2.
find a story.
Well, I got
Well-
a Florida story that I wanted to do last week,
Mhm.
and this shit sounds like a movie, and it's in Florida, in Port St. Lucie, whatever. A Florida man says he jumped from a stolen car seconds before it was hit by a train and sent flying into a nearby home. The sleeping residents were unharmed, and the man was later arrested, authorities said. Now here's where it gets fun.
I'm waiting.
Police said the man claimed he stole the car in a good faith effort to search for his own vehicle that he lost after leaving the bar early Saturday in Martin County, around 50 miles north of West Palm Beach.
This dude is halfway walking home, drunk
He's
out
drunk
of his
as
mind.
hell.
He's like, somebody stole my car. That's why I'm walking. There's
Yeah.
one. I'm gonna go get my car.
I know he didn't know. He didn't think somebody stole it. He lost it. He lost his car.
You can't make this shit up.
No, you can't. That's what's crazy.
He stole a car. Said car that he stole got stuck on the railroad tracks in the path of an oncoming train. After the crash, the man tried to steal a forklift from a nearby fruit stand, which he also vandalized the fruit stand. The Martin County Sheriff's Office said in a statement he was arrested after flagging down the responding police officers to the train accident.
2 words. 2 words. Bath salts.
Right?
Yes. Well,
To
you
let
ever
them
seen
know
that? You ever
that-
seen that movie
that-
Blind Date with Bruce Willis and Kim Basinger?
A long time ago.
Where just stuff just keeps piling up. That's the movie that's pictured in my head. It's
Was
just-
it Blind
keeps
Date
getting
or
worse.
was it Hudson Hawk?
No,
He
it
was-
was Blind Date. Blind Date.
He was
'Cause he drives that
flagged,
Nissan.
Yeah, he flagged down the responding officers to
Unfucking
let them
believable.
know he was looking for his car.
That he stole.
No, his car that he lost.
Unfucking believable.
How do you lose
the
your
statement-
car?
He
The
was high.
statement said he was drunk as fuck. He left the bar. He was so hammered he lost his car. I've
He literally
seen people
leans
do.
up against it. Where the hell's my car?
People
I
do
have
do that.
seen
People do that. Yes,
in
people
that
do that.
situation.
Yes,
I
that
have
is
seen
true.
people in that situation where we walk out to the parking lot after the bar closes and see somebody wandering around and it's going, "Hey, what's going on? You know, I can't find my car." Well, you got your keys? Yeah, they're right here. And we hit the
Chirp,
the
chirp.
lock button. Chirp, chirp. There it is. Oh,
Now-
and then we take their keys and call them a cab and say, "Hey, you can come pick up your car tomorrow."
Now,
Oh,
let's
I
be
gotta
clear.
get home.
Did
Well,
you, I saw the other
I mean,
day.
there
that-
was times.
This happened like two or 3 weeks ago, but this guy literally got arrested for being drunk in public while sitting outside the bar waiting on an Uber.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
And he was just sitting there, but the cop was harassing him. I'm like, what are you
Oh.
doing? He's like, the bar closed, so he's like, okay, I'm waiting on my Uber.
Waiting on my ride. Yes.
And so he's sitting outside. Literally, there's a bench outside for that purpose. He's outside lighting a cigarette, and the cop pulls up, and he's like, "What are you doing here? The bar's closed." He's like, "Yeah, I'm waiting on my Uber."
Yeah, the bar
And the
just
cop
closed.
was just being a douche about it. And the guy's like, the cop was like, "You can't be here." He's like, "But I'm waiting on my Uber."
It's loitering. It's loitering after a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
But he was only there. Like, you see him walk out of the bar and sit down, and then the cop pulls up in the video.
That's
So
harassment.
what it sounds like
That's
the cop was doing, and this is what Newark does a lot of. Newark cops, there used to be corner bars, which I used to go to all the time. I actually was the unofficial official bouncer at the bar. But they would sit across the street at the pizza joint, and the parking lot for the bar was across the street. And there was a pizza joint that's open until like 4 or 5 in the morning. They would sit right beside or just behind the building and watch people walk out. And then they would have cruisers on either side of the road, like on East and West Main Street. And then there's a road right there that you turn down. And they would just radio and say, oh, you know. And it was funny to watch people walk out of the bar stone cold ass sober. Stone cold ass sober. And just start stumbling across the street. And stumble to their car, and then get into their car, and you'd see them go down, and there goes the cruiser. Knowing damn well that motherfucker was sober as hell, and then their drunk friends came out.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's called a distraction.
I'm like, come here. Come back inside, because they're waiting on you, stupid fucks.
All you gotta do is make one minor traffic violation.
Mm-hmm. They did that to me one night. I came out.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, any minor traffic violation, they can pull you over.
They did that to me one night. I was working there. Mm-hmm. I was working there. I had one beer in 6 hours. I just went in and was hanging out because I knew everybody in there. And they're like, hey, since you're here, why don't you get on the clock? I'm like, all right, whatever. As long as you guys pay me. I came out, I came out of the parking lot, went across the street and pulled into the little 7-Eleven. I was going to get me a Pepsi on my way home. Mm-hmm. So as soon as I pulled into the parking lot, whoop, whoop, there goes the light. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Nope.
And I just busted up my knee at work, so I was in a knee brace and everything like that.
You were stumbling, looking at yeah.
Well, I wasn't stumbling; I was limping, and so I pull in there, and then they started. They started asking all those stupid questions. I'm like, look, I had one beer like 6 hours ago. I said I was legitimately working. You can call down there and ask him. You can call the owner. I had his personal number, and I'm like, you can ask him. Blah, blah, blah. They're like, well, would you do basically the stupid human tricks? And I told him, I said, I can't do a lot of them because of my knee. And I said, here. And I literally had all my doctor's paperwork and everything like that. And then two more cruisers rolled up, and they're like, we're going to search your car. And I'm like, no, you're not. Or two more police officers. I'm like, no, you're not. Yeah, you hiding something? No, but I haven't done anything wrong. Blah blah blah.
I know my rights.
After about 10 minutes, a state trooper pulled into the parking lot.
My taxes pay your salary.
Yeah.
Right.
After, it won't let me on, Jay. It's not going to let me in. What the hell, Mike? Oh wait, hold on a second, Mike. Let me try that again. So after about 10 minutes of dealing with this dumb shit, a state trooper pulls in, and my first thing is fuck. Now the state troopers are here. The state trooper walks up, dead face as hell. What the fuck is going on here to the cops? Oh, we stopped him because he's drunk. And the state trooper came over and he was like, you been drinking tonight? I said, no. He's like, he was wanting to smell the alcohol on my breath. He's like, he ain't fucking drunk and he's in a goddamn knee brace. The guy can barely stand. I was like, I tried showing him my medical paperwork. I said, I legitimately just hurt myself 3 days ago. He looks at all my doctor's papers and stuff like that, and he's like, get back in your car. Follow me. Oh. I got an escort from the state trooper. He called in another cruiser, and I got an escort from where I was at that 7-Eleven back to my apartment. I had a trooper in front of me and a trooper behind me.
You know what that means?
I was like, damn.
You know what that means? You can't talk shit about the police no more.
Yep. I don't talk shit about the police. I truly don't. I mean, there's fuckheads. Well, there's that.
Chris loved the police so much he's gonna
filter. Well, Wayne said it best.
But I literally got pulled over a while back. It was right after high school. I got pulled over. I was driving I had just picked up a new truck, new to me, and I was going out on a date, and she made a comment, and I made a joke. And next thing you know, that joke got me pulled over because I did the. Oh, really? We can pull over right here.
Oh, is that the one? Yeah. You were talking about that.
I shook the truck and just kind of quickly rocked the truck back and forth,
and
they pulled me over.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But what was even funnier is like we were on the way to the location where we proceeded to get. Well, she proceeded to get hammered. I only had like 2 drinks, but they're like, you're swerving. I'm like, no, I was making a joke. And once I told them the joke, and they're like, okay, we get it. Go ahead.
Y'all have a good day.
It's because she literally said, "Oh, you look nice today," but she said it in a provocative way. And I said, "Well, we can just pull over right here. I got a 6-foot bed that never has to be made. Let's do this."
Never has to be made. Opportunistic. I like that.
Yes, that's the reason I bought the truck. Well, plus I had just put a 327 Corvette motor in it, so it was awfully loud too. That was the second reason they pulled me over.
I was gonna say that didn't help matters none because, I've said it before.
That truck was
Newark
stupid
cops, some of the Newark cops here in town, they're on some bullshit. And when I used to have my Bronco, I was a target. I used to get.
Oh, that
I would
Bronco
start
was-
my truck.
That thing was so fucking loud. It had more holes in the exhaust than
No, it
Swiss
didn't.
cheese.
Do we
No,
mind?
it
when you
didn't.
first got it. When you first got it.
Yeah, when I first bought it, no,
Everything's good on my end. I'm not seeing it, so thank you for telling us.
yeah, I'm not seeing it either. I'm not
Yes.
hearing it either.
Yeah, I was
Usually,
gonna
I'll
say,
hear the freezing
Excuse me.
Yeah.
because my Bronco was jacked up. It was dual straight piped,
Yep.
and the windows were tinted, but everything was legal on it. The year of my
Just
Bronco, was grandfathered in. It didn't have to have a catalytic converter,
Right.
but everything was legal. And I lived in Newark, and there was times where I would start my truck at my apartment because I lived on Main Street at the time. I would start my truck at my apartment, and I would see them pull up and stop and wait for me to start moving. And then they'd come out. Oh, your truck's awfully loud. Oh, your truck's awfully high. Oh, your windows are awful dark.
Yeah. They're
We've already been
profiling
through
your
this
ass.
35 fucking times. Let's go ahead and go through it all again. My bumper was 2 inches lower than it needed to be. My truck was grandfathered in because of the
That's
with the
because
exhaust.
what he's saying when his bumper's 2 inches lower. When you lift a truck, your bumper has to be no more than so much above the ground. So he lowered the
we put
bumper
a body
2 inches.
Yeah.
A body drop on the bumper.
You put
to
a body
actually make
lift
the
on it,
bumper-
and it drops your
Yeah.
bumpers.
Okay.
Exactly.
And my window tint, I didn't put the window tint on the truck. It was like that when I bought it, but it was like, I guess, I don't know, like 5% was at the time was illegal. I don't know
Before
what
the 10 law, so that was about 95, 96.
this was like 99 2000.
Yeah, it was 99 2000.
Y'all got that law late.
Because I remember when
Yeah,
Chris bought
so
that truck.
well, it's Ohio. So,
Ohio.
but my
You literally-
windows
it-
were like
Ohio, you can get away
3%.
with driving with a windshield for a shorter period of time.
yeah. My window tint was like 3% above what it was supposed to be, or below what it was,
Right.
however they calculate it. So I knew everything was legal on it. Plus, shortly after I bought the truck, I took the window tint off my front windows, and it was just on my back cap. So, I got stopped all the time for that fucking truck, and it was just like, go ahead and do what you got to do. I got to be at work. I've got places to be. I really don't have time to go through this. You guys have done it so many damn times. You shouldn't.
Yeah.
My truck kind of stands out. It's the only '79
it-
Bronco that looks
that's-
like this
that's
in
bright
all of Licking and Knox
fucking-
County.
Bigfoot blue
Yeah.
with
It was Ford
44-inch
blue.
super swampers on it. This thing was huge.
46,
The tires,
Jeffrey.
46 inch tires. 15-inch
numbers
rims,
right.
46-inch
Yeah.
tires, and it was like an 8-inch lift, and then
That's
2-inch
crazy.
body lift.
That's crazy.
It was retarded.
I had a 10-inch suspension lift and a 6-inch body lift.
It's ridiculous.
It was a monster.
Yeah.
It was sexy with a 351 modified in it.
Yeah.
It was sexy. I love that truck. Oh, buddy.
Damn
Well,
near
That
had
was
an awful
nice.
truck.
My
Yep.
my
And it was
S10, I used to get pulled over for it being too low. Because it
They
was
used
lowered.
to do that, yeah. They used to do that. I
It was
remember that.
lowered, and if you hit a certain amount of speed on the highway, the highway's not 100% level.
Yes.
I had magnesium blocks on the bottom, so when it would scrape, it'd throw sparks, and I used to get in trouble
Yeah.
for that all the time.
Well, I hated getting my Bronco on the freeway. That's why I had another car.
That
Because
thing
I'd
would
get on the
weave.
freeway, and
It
that
would
no, it
weave.
wouldn't weave. It actually drove really smooth. Surprisingly, the tires would make.
Oh yeah, it'd go like
But
this. It'd go.
yeah, but once I hit about 55 miles an hour, and that four barrel would kick in because it had
Mhm.
that four barrel intake, I could literally watch my gas gauge just go.
Yeah,
Yep.
it would move faster than the speedometer.
But back then, gas was like 98 cents, so it didn't
Yeah.
didn't
Nowadays,
really
you
matter.
look at that truck and lose a gallon of gas.
Yeah. I drive my little Chevy Cruze and I'm mad and I get great gas mileage in my Chevy Cruze.
Well, that's like my S10. Like I said, it was
Yeah,
super
you did
low,
too.
and it had the brightest bright red paint job money could buy. And then I used to polish it every weekend, buff it, wax it, the whole 9 yards. And then it had that 327 Corvette motor that had cherry bombs on it. That I convinced one cop was a catalytic converter. I convinced him it was a catalytic converter because he didn't know shit about cars.
He
which I
didn't know
found
shit about cars. I
hilarious.
was about to say, yeah.
He literally, because they're if anybody knows anything about cherry bombs, they're bright red, and it's the only red thing underneath the car except for the orange block of the
I'd have put
motor.
the dogs on your ass if I was the cop. That ain't
And
no
it
fucking
was
Get canine over here.
he, he said he said you gotta have a catalytic converter. I said I do. It's red. I painted it red so nobody can steal it. And he's like, oh look at that, you do. I said yeah. Well, people steal them because that stuff's worth money. and and I had Camaro rims on it. I had the
You was
5-star Camaro
asking
rims.
for the attention. You was
Yeah,
asking for the attention.
it was.
Yeah,
It was
and
clean.
I remind you guys that Jeff is barely 5 foot tall.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's got little man syndrome for days. So when he gets behind the wheel of any vehicle, it
You
doesn't
look like
matter
a
what it
trafficker.
is.
You look like a
The
He
trafficker.
thinks
floor-
he's fucking. He thinks he's fucking Paul Walker.
You
from
make
Fast
Joe
and Furious.
Pesci look innocent
Paul
with all
Walker
that
thinks
shit.
he's me.
Whatever.
Walker thinks
Either
he's
way,
me.
you drive like a fucking moron. So you.
No,
Like,
I
this
drive.
motherfucker,
I drive
this
well.
motherfucker could be in a
I drive
Yaris
fast.
and still get the attention of the cops because he drives like a
I will
fucking moron.
melt the tires off of anything you put me
He
behind
said
the
a
wheel. of.
Yaris.
Yeah,
Nobody talks about those
The
cars.
blueberry. That's the blueberry. I can
I
make
feel
it. I can
better
make a
now.
Yugo
What the
get
hell?
pulled over.
I feel a whole lot better now.
Yeah.
Damn, I needed that.
Yep.
this motherfucker.
Cheesesteak,
I've
wings,
ridden
and
with this
fries.
motherfucker. I went to school with him for 2 years, and I watched him leave the school parking lot.
In a cloud of smoke.
He brings attention to himself, and he's like, "I don't understand. I don't understand why. I don't understand why I get pulled over.
I had an
I don't
87
understand. I don't know why
Astro
I had my driving privileges revoked at school."
I had an '87 Astro minivan. It was all pure stock, but I had really nice rims and tires on it. And I sat as getting ready to leave because you would leave the school onto a highway, and I sat there while waiting for a car to come down the road. Just started melting the tires, so it took 2 minutes for the smoke to clear for the next guy to leave the parking lot.
Attention seeker.
The next day, they said, Jeff, we'd like to see you in the office. And I was like,
Damn
what'd
right.
I do? Why
Turn
you
your
picking
car off
on
before
me?
you come in here for you.
And they
Excuse me, you.
they took my parking permit away for 2 weeks
Yes,
for it.
yes, they did. Creating a nuisance. Where's your headphones, little boy?
No, the school took it, not the cops.
Yeah, creating a nuisance on school
Yeah.
grounds. Yeah,
But what made it funnier is I still drove the next day and nobody said anything.
anymore.
I just didn't have a parking permit.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, I used to get in trouble for stupid shit like that all the time.
Attention seeking. You gonna make it there with all them noise and all that smoke and be like, why y'all mad at me?
No, seriously, whoever was behind me, literally, I believe it was somebody that was in our class, Chris and I's class. It wasn't in our class, but she was in cosmetology. She ripped my ass the next day screaming at me because I had chunks of rubber all over the hood of her car.
Oh no! You spun out. Wow.
Oh, I literally roasted those tires for a good minute and a half. To the
Horrible.
point where I got excellent traction on the way home.
Wow.
Because they were nice and warmed up.
Yeah. Looking like Driven with Sylvester Stallone. That was a hell of a movie,
Yeah.
by the way. I did like that
Yes.
movie. I did like that movie.
That's a good movie, right?
What was it?
Driven
Driven?
with Sylvester Stallone.
Oh yeah.
That was a pretty good movie when they would do the thing with the little with the dime or the quarter or whatever it was,
Yeah.
and they would drive and always make sure they said they gotta go warm the tires
Yeah.
up, make sure everybody's like, okay, I'm gonna give y'all this one.
And yeah,
They
that's
took
actually a
out
real
Days of
thing.
they took out Days of Thunder in my opinion. Yeah, I felt like they was telling the truth on that.
Okay. The only problem I had with Driven was the fact that they drove
Excuse
Indy
me.
cars down the road and there were no consequences for it.
Yeah, just like Iron Man 2. When he walked
Yeah.
on there backwards and he didn't get hit. Get the fuck out of here.
It's like, come on. I mean that I even though no one got hurt when they were driving the Indy cars on the highway and stuff, it was still
Blasphemous.
well they would have had to at least play a fine. You know, because
Blasphemous.
it's not like it was like, oh, it wasn't me, it was the other one.
Now let's
It
be
was
clear. You're
it
going to
was the other
outrun the
40
cops.
Indy cars on the road.
You're going to outrun the cops, but let's be clear. They're going to catch you when you run out of gas.
Oh yeah. Well, they're gonna know who did it because it's not like there's a bunch of Indy cars on the road.
Right.
But no, it was a good movie.
I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna have to pull that up one day in my nostalgia mode. Since we don't have football on Sunday.
No, did you see Baby Driver?
Mike says Habs keeps telling him he's not part of the cool kids.
You don't have to see the whole
that's the
movie.
invitations. Yeah, the invitation
Yeah.
says that.
Check out Baby
I'm still
Driver.
I'm still
You
sending.
don't even have to see
heard
the whole
about it.
movie.
Yeah, I heard
Just
about
watch
that.
watch the opening scenes where he's in that red Evo. That's how I drive.
No.
Well, that's like that. That's like that. There's that Ryan Reynolds movie on Netflix, like Six Underground or whatever.
I haven't
It
seen
came
it.
out a
wasn't bad
couple years
movie.
ago.
It wasn't a bad movie.
It
really
wasn't a good movie, but it wasn't a bad movie. But the car scenes, the car chases and stuff in those movies were fucking badass, man.
Hell
Those,
yeah.
they were so badass.
What are you doing, little boy? This boy done fell out on the floor because he laughing so hard at the video. Who taught you that?
The hell is he watching?
I should have never let you see Mary J. Blige do that mess on the halftime show. Get up.
Mary was looking
Oh,
good.
speaking of the halftime show, after we spoke on Monday, boys, I watched it, but I also watched the Ozman reviews version. Holy shit! And is Snoop gonna get in trouble for smoking right before?
He's in California. No.
Why? Well, no.
That's what I
Why?
said.
That was the dumbest goddamn thing.
It was legal.
And
It's
it
legal
was
in California. And
on
smoke
top of
legal
that,
in Cali-
people were like,
and-
Snoop Dogg caught smoking weed before, and the meme was it shows Snoop going like this, and it says, meanwhile the rest of the world, and it's
Yeah,
Snoop.
that's the thing. That's the thing. That's like somebody, and it was a news headline. That's like a news headline saying a duck in Central Park was quacking.
Exactly. A gentleman, a
Breaking-
man
breaking
was at the
news.
Super Bowl breathing.
Breaking news. A
news.
pigeon took a shit in the street in New York. Film at 11 with your dumb ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I mean, when
You
it
know,
comes
it's
up
like
to it,
it's fucking
it's
Snoop Dogg. Of course,
he's
this
stoned.
motherfucker smoked in the White House.
This
Yeah,
motherfucker
he got
has
high
a
before the
guy
halftime show.
that his only job, this guy's only job is to roll joints.
He pays a guy $50,000 a year.
You know what's
To
killing
roll
me about
joints.
the halftime show?
It was too
I'm
fast.
scrolling through Facebook. Everybody in my Facebook feed that hated it.
It was
Around
too
my
fast.
age.
Yeah, it was too fast.
No. They hated it. Because the white people hated it. The black people loved it. And I'm the only one sitting there going, I fucking loved it.
White people
I thought
hated
it was good.
Yeah. Like
I
on my,
haven't heard that
I
white
need
people
to.
hated it. No, I mean, I'm
Like,
being
oh no,
serious.
just no. This is like my Facebook feed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like there was a good chunk of people that were like, halftime show was trash, blah blah blah, and I'm like, and then you get the other side where like, oh, and I thought I loved it. I thought it was great. And I know
wouldn't
where I
say
was.
It blew my mind.
I know
But
where
it
I
was
was. I know the demographic there, and we all loved the halftime show.
Oh yeah.
Even the young kids that were there, like they were younger, like teenagers, and they loved it. Like we was all loving it.
I think he covered the 90s, the 2000s, and the 2010s.
You
with everybody.
got what you got.
The
You
only
got
thing
exactly what.
missing- Here's what we were missing. And I'll go ahead and do this. They said, what could have made it better? People was like, if Game would have came out. Game would have came
Right.
out, that would have been dope. If Ren and Cube would have came out there, I would have lost it.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
would have now that would have
Or a
blown the roof off the
holographic
building.
Tupac.
No,
Yeah,
no.
well,
Holographic
you know what?
Tupac would've been
I
cool.
really truly thought that was going to happen when they did California Love. I was like, here comes a holographic
No,
Tupac.
no
Right.
I didn't
holographic
want it.
nothing.
I didn't want it, but I thought it was going
We'll
to
talk
happen.
later.
I'm
There's a
just saying, I thought it
controversy
was going to
behind that.
happen.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I thought it was going to happen. I didn't want it.
That's one of those black things I don't
I
get,
loved
right,
it,
Mike?
but they
Right,
covered
Tony?
everything because I
When
was
you were
Black
live
and
the
white.
other-
It's black and white. I'm gonna tell your ass now. Let me go ahead and be clear for everybody who doesn't understand where I'm coming from. The holographic shit ain't got nothing to do with color. That's a power move. They done did some shit they weren't supposed to do.
Ah, got it.
Michael Jackson was dope. I ain't gonna lie. Tupac blew
Yeah,
everybody's
but
mind. Okay. But if they got a
but
hologram of
there
your
was
ass, they
some,
was already gonna goddamn kill you.
No, no, I loved it, man, because it took me back to like high school and just right out of high school, that time period. I was like, yeah, I remember having my big ass Bronco rolling around, looking like my big country ass self, listening to all that music.
Yeah,
And not
I knew
having
a
a-
motherfucker like that. Yeah, I knew a motherfucker like that. You'd be surprised.
I'm an old
They
school
come up
hip hop
in-
head, man.
they
I
come
love that
up in a
stuff.
big 4-wheeler with a Confederate flag, playing "Fuck the Police" by NWA, or "Move Something" by Two Live Crew.
Right?
Who got
Yeah,
the,
no,
the stoner
I
music in the background? That must be the missus.
Yeah, that's the missus. I'm actually gonna get ready to jump off anyways, boys, because my head is like pounding like somebody just beat me with a baseball bat,
Yeah, go rest yourself.
and I gotta get some rest.
Go rest yourself.
I didn't work
Oh
today
man,
because
This
just
is what I want to tell you, man. Get some Pepto.
yeah,
Get some Pepto. Try your best to eat something solid, not a heavy salad, but something with some bread in it, and that ought to solidify. Even after everything moves,
right.
it'll lock up the side effects, the afterburners, and the residuals, if you will. Because let's be clear, you
Right.
do that mess enough, you're going to have a sore ass looking like a
Oh,
somebody
you
who
ain't
enjoys
back,
it.
you frozen.
Not being funny, and it burns and it hurts and it ain't comfortable. You can't sleep. Your wife
Is it
just
still
got home.
freezing,
She's gonna
Joe?
leave for another week.
right. So
Well-
I'm gonna go ahead and jump off, boys. It's 8 o'clock here, and
Sure.
my bed,
These
my
guys
head
are-
is killing me.
Man, I hate that you're leaving because I got another good 5-part top 10 I'm going to start tonight.
You
I'm gonna
can
go
start,
back.
but
I'm gonna go back
I'll watch
to
it
our-
tomorrow, or I'll listen to it when it goes up on Spotify.
I'm going back to our starting 5 of one-liners with this one. Oh no, wait, no, I'm not. That's a lie. I do have that one coming up. That's a lie.
Which one are you
The
doing?
top 10 movie, and I was really hoping Mike was going to be here. It sucks I can't bring him in.
wanna
Maybe I
save
can
it-
bring him
you
in
wanna
after
save
Jeff's
it,
leave.
save it for Saturday.
Yeah.
Keep trying to invite him.
I'm
Save-
still trying to invite him.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Yeah.
we'll go ahead and get it started that way. But it's
Yeah.
the 50. What is it? What the fuck is it called? That's not it.
Hurry up.
There's
He's
so
about
much
to shit
shit
again.
on there.
He's about to shit again. I see that look on his face.
Let's throw up.
Don't throw up.
That's not it. We can get rid of that. Fuck is it at? There we go. I have so much shit opened up on my web browser for this fucking podcast. The 50 highest grossing movie franchises of all time.
50 of them?
Franchises.
Are there 50 of them?
There are 50
Well,
of
yeah,
them. And
I mean,
was
every
scrolling
movie
through
is grossing
and
at one
He
point.
said
No,
franchises,
no.
though. He said
Franchises.
franchises. There's 50?
franchises. Yeah. And there's some forgotten ones in there. Trust me, because I was scrolling through and I was like, "What the fuck franchise is that?" And then I had to read the little because they got a little caption below that says how much they made in the years. And like one of them, I was like, I didn't even know that was a franchise. I
Thank
really didn't know
you.
it was the same character.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, go to break real quick, and I'll see if I can stick around for a little bit.
Let us know.
If you can stick around,
Honestly, yeah,
gonna-
get your health right. Take it. Yeah, look, I would say take a break.
yeah. If you
so
can
we
stick
get
around,
it.
stick around. If you can't, you can't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be another 5-parter.
I want to get your health
Yeah,
right, man.
let me-
Go ahead, for real. We'll
Let
keep
me
it quick.
let me go ahead and go take a squeege while you guys go on break.
Well, I'm going to play this.
Go ahead and do your dual exhaust. I understand. I understand.
You're about to hear what glass packs actually sound like.
I really prefer you turn your microphone
I
off.
smell like Chernobyl. Hurry up.
Oh my god.
That does not
All
sound
right,
like Teen
so-
Spirit.
Let's not go down that road again.
I'm just
Let's
saying.
fuck around and hurt somebody's feelings again.
I'm not hurting no feelings. I'm trying to resolve the ones I already hurt. I stayed in shit last week. God damn.
I'm done worrying about other people's feelings, man. Especially people that'll get butt hurt and then want to turn around and say some fucked up ass shit to you. And be like,
Oh yeah, everybody was, man. I think a divide was caused last week though, and I
oh yeah, there was definitely a divide caused last week.
Yeah,
There's definitely some people that wanted to get butt hurt, but then didn't want anybody else to have their opinion. I ain't got time for all that bullshit.
Like I said, I got maybe 2 issues left up here left. I want to see resolved, and then I'm going back to the happy-go-lucky. Jesus Christ, I ain't scared
heard
of it.
that.
But God damn.
I'm done. I'll be nice for so long, but
Yeah.
I don't got time to be nice for people that
I
are
lost
like.
my shit. I lost my shit last week.
I
I had to catch
don't have
myself this
time.
morning.
I don't have time to be nice to people who are like.
I know,
get butt hurt
ma'am. I
over
know,
something.
ma'am. I know.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Somebody wants to get butt hurt over something that I say or one of you guys say, but then turn around and think that they can voice their opinion without any repercussions. You got me fucked up on a whole nother level of fuckery. So I ain't got time for that shit anymore. But with that being said,
Yes.
I do want to take a little break. We'll be right back here in just a few minutes. But some of you guys may or may not have been here Monday night. Our guys in Blacktop Mojo dropped another one that is just stupid good.
Please tell them I said that was an excellent job they did.
Well, I had messaged, I commented on it on the snippet they put on Instagram, and I let them know that we played it Monday night during the show, and that everybody across the board fucking loved it.
Now they need to make
And,
money off of it. I already know. Mm-hmm. Now they need to make money off of it. I understand.
Like I
but
said,
good job.
they
no matter what, tell
they-
them I said good job, no bullshit. They put it like that. Good job, no bullshit.
Good job, no bullshit from Tony
Yeah,
D.
straight up.
Tony D. Tony
Please.
D. endorses.
They need to, what they need is the positive encouragement if they don't make the money. I'm not shitting on them or nothing, but damn it.
Oh,
you
these
get
guys,
paid,
these guys.
at least let you know.
I was reading through the comments, and people were already asking for it on their set list. When they're on tour this spring and summer, and everybody is loving it. They absolutely did an
They
amazing
need to
job.
call it, if they do a tour, tell them I said they need to name it the PPM, the PPT, the post-pandemic tour.
Right? Well,
Because nobody's going to give a shit and everybody's coming out. Get your
oh,
bread,
they were,
boys.
dude. They were on tour last spring. They were in Ohio for 2 shows, and I hate that I didn't get to go. I really wanted to go because they were in Cleveland or up by Cleveland, and they were down here in Columbus. And I was really wanting to go to the Columbus show, but work and financial wise, I didn't get to go, and I really wanted to go.
Financial wise, I can relate to that shit right now.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube, yes ma'am.
Yep, it is on YouTube. It is not. It is there. It is the Blacktop Mojo did a reimagining of the Temptations' "My Girl,"
Right.
and they absolutely crushed it. So
I like how you said
gonna take a-
reimagining, because that's exactly what it was. I like that. I like that.
yeah,
I like that. You're
So-
not copycat. You're just making your own version of it, and it wasn't disrespectful.
no, not at all, not in any way, shape, or form. It was actually amazing. So, with that being said, we're gonna take a real quick break. We'll be back here in just a few minutes. It might just be Tony and I if Jeff don't make it back. I'm still working on getting Mike in here. I don't even know if Mike's still on the app or not, but I'm still sending invites like crazy. I don't know what's going on.
I know what he has to do. He probably has to update his shit, and then he also has to probably turn it off and turn it back on. Normally, when I turn my
Oh,
phone
you
off
know
and turn
what?
it
I
back
didn't
on-
even.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
the
even
update.
think about
the
that.
update came on last week. He's got updated probably, and message him. Has he done the update?
I'm
If he
doing it
turns
right
his
now.
phone- yeah, tell him if he turns his phone off and turns it back on, how often does he do that? And then get somewhere with a strong signal, everything will start kicking in. Tell him I said it just like that. Most people that don't have a lot of Wi-Fi, you won't get a strong signal. I know when I'm out and about in the city, my phone acts up. I almost want him to go sit at the Starbucks about 5 minutes to see what happens.
Yeah, right.
Not even being funny. If he's got one near him.
Yeah, I'm pretty much.
I
done,
didn't even
boys.
think.
You
Okay.
okay. How you feeling, man?
Like shit.
Go
Go ahead.
I got you covered.
Go.
I appreciate
Don't worry
you.
about
Get
it.
yourself healthy.
catch
boys.
the top 10 before Saturday. I'm gonna go ahead and roll
Yeah,
into
I'll catch
it.
it before Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, you do a recap though.
I'll sit up here and wait.
Yeah,
for,
I will do a
Mike to get
recap
up.
on Saturday.
All right.
All right, take
I'm
care of
out,
yourself,
boys.
bro.
Bye.
All right,
Hey, love you, brother.
Love you.
I don't love you. Hurry up, go.
Yeah, deal with it. Two grown ass men just told each other they love them. If you don't like it, fuck you.
It's 40.